Hi everyone, it's your boy Ricky here with Romero Cards for Honeybee Stamps, and thank you so much for being here today. Y'all, today we're going to be playing with some products from the latest release along with some Oxide inks and some stickers or little sticky gem things, that Honeybee Stamps has. But we're going to be making, I think, hopefully a really pretty card. I haven't made it yet, so we're going to make it together. But anyway, before we get started, just a few things. If you're not a subscriber, please stop this video right now, subscribe to this channel. Secondly, click that notification bell so that you know a new video has come out. Third, leave us some comments down below. Let us know what you think about the video, about the products, all that great jazz. And then lastly, share it with someone. If you think someone would really like this video, send it out to the world. So let's go ahead and look down at the desk to see exactly what we're going to be playing with today. All right. So we are going to be playing with the stamp set or the die set Lovely Layers Birdcage. We're only going to be using the birdcage part from this. And we're also going to be using the Lovely Layers Sweetheart Roses. We're going to be playing with a bunch of different Distress Oxide inks, some paper pouncers, and then these are the jewels that we're going to be using possibly. I'm not for sure which set we're going to be using, but we will find out as we get started making the cards. So what I wanted to let you guys know, let me go ahead and get this stuff out of the way. Oh wait, we're going to be using this guy too. Let me go ahead and get all this out of the way. And then what I've done already is I've already cut out and die cut everything we're going to be needing from this. I cut out all of this and then cut out the cage and the bottom of the cage here. So I just want to save some time on the video and, just to show you guys that what we've done already. So what I've got already here is I have the cage, and I decided to do the base in black and then the top of it also in black. I haven't cooled this down yet because I'm not for sure how exactly this is going to go yet. For the vase, I've done the same thing. I've used some holographic paper here and then put the pieces in black. And then I've just cut out all the flowers in white cardstock. So I'll just scoot a couple of these over. There's some leaves. We're going to be paper pouncing these and putting the color on them using the Oxide inks. So let me go ahead and get the area set up, and I'll be right back and I'll show you how we're going to do that. Okay, so what we're going to do is I've arranged all the pieces and the set and the colors that I'm going to be paper pouncing here. So I've done all the pinks from darkest to lightest, and then we have the greens here that we'll be doing from light and dark also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the first light color, and the light green is going to go on this whole piece over here. So we're just going to take the paper pouncer, pounce it into the green, and we're just going to color this pretty quickly with the green paper pouncer. This isn't anything too complicated. You just kind of do it. It really doesn't have to be perfect because only some of the leaves are going to be showing. All right, so that was that. That's pretty easy. Then we'll go in with Rustic Wilderness to do the darker green. And then we'll just pounce that down. And you may see a little texture in that. That's fine because there is texture in the die cuts, but that's going to make it look pretty. All right, so we have the green done. That was pretty easy. And then I'm just going to do a couple of the pinks, and then I'll go off camera to do the rest of them. But we should start with the light color first because we're going to be going darker, and we want to make sure that, we start out with one of the lighter colors. So that's going to be spun sugar, and we're just going to kind of tap it. And a little bit of the spun sugar might get on the next level. That's fine because, it just gives a little bit of character. Next, we'll go in and use Kitsch Flamingo. And we're just going to pounce that on here. And if it gets on the others, it's fine. All right. Next, we're going to do worn lipstick. And then what I'll do is I'll go through the rest of the colors, and then we'll see what we're going to do next after that, which is probably start putting this together, but I'll be right back with that. Okay, so I have all the pieces inked up and they're all separated. So now what we're going to do is start putting some things together. So basically what I'm going to do is take my tweezers, I'm going to put some glue on the back of these leaves, and then we're just going to place them where they belong on this big piece. And if you need help with this, I have it on the side. There is a guide to show you where things go on here. So let's just do some leaves here. I'm using my Sweet Petunia precision glue gun or glue tool. And these are kind of easy to figure out, you guys. I don't even know if you would need the guide because the leaves, that's kind of like doing a puzzle. So there we go. We have the light green along with the dark green. And then we'll go ahead and do the flowers here. Let's do this middle one here. So we're going to put some glue on the back of that. And then we're basically just going to match this up to how it goes on the first layer. So it just kind of fits like a puzzle as well. So we'll go ahead and put the next level on. And then you're just looking for the pieces that all line up together. These are super easy to put together. Honeybee Stamps really made this pretty simple for us. And normally what I would do is actually put some foam tape under this, but because there's so many layers, it already adds enough dimension. I don't think that we actually, need that. So this goes here. And there we go. We have our first bud. Super cute. There we go. Love it. Very cute. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting all of this together and we'll be right back for the next step. Okay, so we have all the petals and the flowers put together, and I decided because I didn't put any foam tape in the middle of each one of these layers, I'm actually going to add foam tape to the back of the flowers when I attach them to this main part. So I'm just going to add these here. It's not a lot, so these are super thin. I love these foam strips for this. When you just need a little bit of oomph, but not too much oomph. These are perfect. They're super thin. They're great. So we are just going to add those here. And then what I'll do is once I get all of them on, I'll take the backings off and I'll go ahead and place them onto the matching coordinating area of this die cut. And then I'll be right back to show you what that looks like. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start putting the cage together and the vase. So we're just going to take the vase here, the top part, and go ahead and place that here. And then this goes here. And then this goes along the bottom. There we go. Perfect. There we go. And then this is the base of the cage. And you can tell which way it goes by the little divots here on the bottom of the cage. And then the little topper. This is really just for decoration, but just so that everything's matchy-matchy. There we go. Alrighty, let me go ahead and get the desk ready. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this to here, like that. So let's just put some glue on this leaves and the stem here. And then we'll go ahead and get this. I want to place this under the rose petals. There we go. Kind of like that. Alrighty, let me get the desk set up for the next step. Okay, you guys, I was thinking about what I'm going to do for the background of this card, and I think I'm just going to use some distressed mica stain. I'm going to use Empty Tomb. It's kind of like a dark gray, so I thought that would be nice on here. I'm just going to shake the bottle up and then kind of just tap along here. Nothing too crazy. And I think that will just be nice as a background. So I'm going to set that aside to dry and clean up my desk, and I'll be right back for the next step. Okay, so what I've done, I've actually glued the cage on top of the flowers, but I actually did this thing where I kind of weaved some of the flowers or the buds. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Here we go. I've kind of weaved some of the stuff through the cage to make it look like it's growing through. I thought that was really cool. And I think what I'm going to do is take some of these pearls here, and I'm just going to place them along the cage. So I think I'm just going to take like these smaller pearls, and I'm just going to place those here in each one of these sections. Just to make it, you know, look a little pretty. It's like what I like to call a touch of fancy. All right, so I'll place those along the top of the cage. And I think what I'm going to do is just go around the middles here and maybe put larger ones. And then I'll come back to show you what that looks like. Okay, so I finished the cage and I put the little pink pearls all along that. I think that looks super cute. Just adds a little bit of detail that's just like a touch of fancy. So the next thing we want to do is we are going to work on the sentiment. So I'll be right back to show you what we're going to do with that. Okay, so for the sentiment, I decided to use this stamp set, Love is a Rose, and there's a sentiment that says, Love is a rose that blooms forever. So I'm going to be using that. So we're going to go ahead and put our anti-static powder onto the cardstock here. And we're going to use our Honeybee clear ink, our embossing ink. We're going to make sure this is really nice up and inked. Don't want to press too hard. Oh, looks like we're a little bit out of focus. There we go. And then we're just going to put the white embossing powder on here. And then we'll go ahead and get that heated up. And then we'll also die cut that out. And then we'll start putting the card together. That looks perfect. I'm going to go ahead and get this heat embossed, and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, we're at the end of the show, the little broadcast here. So I think what I'm going to do is I went ahead and cut this out. And I'm going to place this, I believe, on the bottom of the cage. Now, I'll probably have to set something heavy on that to get that to stay. So I'm just going to show you where it's going to go. And then this Love is a Rose, we are going to put that here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place something heavy on this so that it stays where it's supposed to be. And then I will be right back to show you exactly what this looks like. And then we'll be done. Okay, everyone, the card is complete. Let me hold it up so you guys can see. Hopefully it'll focus. There, is it getting there? There we go. I think that's beautiful. I love the splatter on the back. I think that really helped add a little bit of, a little bit of separation from the bird cage. And I love the fact that the flowers almost pretty much just fit in the bird cage. And I kind of was able to weave some of them out to the outside of the bird cage. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it, and so does Honeybee Stamps. Make sure that you use the links down below to check out all the products that I used today. Also check out Honeybee Stamps over on Instagram and Facebook and all the other socials. And you can also check me out over on Instagram and over on YouTube by searching for Brutus Cards. So until next week, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!